Hi. Um, Welcome to Yoga Unfolding this evening. For our practice tonight, you will need a strap. You can use a scarf or a belt of some sort, and maybe 2 blankets or towels would be useful, 2 or 3. We're gonna focus on the heart tonight. Do some heart openers. I don't know about you, but I feel a lot of emotions, right? I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot going on, and there's not the normal outlets for those things, you know? And honestly, one of those outlets for me is being with you. And I don't get to do that right now. And so that makes me sad. And I'm not really used to sad, and I'm not very comfortable with sad. Sad is just not an emotion I like. I mean, obviously nobody likes sadness, right? So I actually read something in my yoga wisdom book about sadness that I thought I would share. So it's entitled Managing Sadness. How can we manage sadness? First, you need to acknowledge it, to feel it within yourself. You need to accept that you are feeling something deeply and that you cannot entirely control it. Notice what the sadness is doing to your body. Make shifts and changes in the positioning of your body by getting on your mat and moving through some yoga poses to see whether you can shift or change your physical experience of the sadness. Enter into conversation with the sadness. Excavate its origins to see if it is an isolated sadness or if it is something more deeply rooted. And then remind yourself that this sadness, like all emotions, is temporary. It can and will pass. So with that in mind, I thought we would move through some poses, sort of focusing on maybe that heart center. I thought we would also focus our meditation on some, generating some unconditional love, like really changing how we feel in the body and noticing that. All right. So again, you're going to want a strap and a couple of blankets, like two or 3 blankets or towels. And let's come onto our mats. And we'll start on our backs. So finding a comfortable position to start. I like to keep my knees bent when I first lay down. It just feels a little bit yummier on my back. And so we'll just come into the breath and start taking some nice, deep, slow breaths. If you want, here's a good idea. Grab one of your towels or blankets and let's roll it up. And we'll place it here so we can bring the knees onto it when we eventually do straighten the legs. All right. So for now, we'll just start with the knees bent. Breathing into the belly through the nose, exhale everything. And as you exhale, sink in a little bit, let go. All right, like really being here now on the mat. And feel the tension flow out of the body, right? Feel that sense of grip. Like whatever's going on today, picture it flowing out, releasing completely. Relax the face, the jaw. Maybe tuck the chin just a little bit so the base of the skull widens. Next time you inhale, see if you can bring it from the belly up into the rib cage. And maybe bend the elbows and just gently place the hands on the ribs, tuning into the breath. Oh, you can feel that, right? Feel that beautiful expansion on the inhale. And then the contraction on the exhale. Again, nice deep breath in and out. Continuing to do this, right? Moving through the breath, lengthening it, deepening it. Maybe move the fingertips up to the collarbones, and as we move the breath from the belly through the rib cage into the upper chest, we can feel the collarbones rise slightly on the inhale. Not only do they rise, but they open up a little bit. So again, the beginning of our heart openers is deep breathing, right? So just the beginning of the heart openers is nice, deep breathing. So feel that, right? Feel that, be there. Something. Oh, shoot. I think. Okay, we're still there. Are we still there? I'm sorry, you guys. All right. So, nice deep breaths. Just keep breathing. I'll do the same. All right. All right. Nice. Go ahead and let the arms come down next to the body. And then maybe now we can straighten the legs one at a time, bringing the knees onto that folded up towel or blanket that we created. So there's a slight bend in the knees so that that back feels nice and safe and comfortable. Relax the legs. If the toes want to turn out, if you want like a slight external rotation into the legs, you can do that. Try to roll the shoulders out a little bit, bring the palms up. Continuing that nice deep breathing. Beautiful. Let's interlace the fingers in front of us. Go ahead and roll the palms away from the body and just take a moment to stretch up towards the sky. Nice. And then go ahead and bring the hands, the arms overhead, stretching towards the wall behind you. Nice. Pushing the palms away. And then go ahead and push the feet away a little bit, right? Maybe the toes point away from the body. Maybe the heels point away from the body. The toes and then the heels. Continue to breathe. Nice. Relax the legs. Bring the arms back up towards the sky. Drop the shoulders into the earth. On your next exhale, allow the arms to extend out and away from the body, all the way out to the side in a T. Nice, beautiful. And then go ahead and bring your feet up onto this towel, sole to sole, as the knees drop out to the side. And breathe here. So let's talk about the heart chakra for a moment. You breathe. So we tend to think of the front of the body a lot, right? It's what we see when we look in the mirror. It's what we see when we're looking at each other. But that heart chakra comes out the back of the body as well, right? That energy center expands from the front and the back and frankly all around, right? So as you lay here in this surrender pose with the arms out to the side, the feet together, knees out, can you feel your back? Like tune into the back for a moment. And just notice that connection to the earth, right? Mother Earth, Gaia, this incredibly supportive, lovely planet that we live on. And can you just let go, right? Whatever it is, let it go. Paying attention to the breath, like coming into the breath, anchoring into the body. Nice. And then from here, we'll bring those knees back up to the sky. You can keep the feet on your blanket for a moment. And then let's roll over onto the left side of the body. So as we roll over onto the left side of the body, we're going to bring the right arm with us. So knees are stacked, hands are stacked. Knees are bent as if you're sitting in a chair. All right. And then what we're going to do from here is we're going to inhale the right arm up and over, following with the head. Oh, exhale, hands together. All right. And just keep this going. Simple, large range of motion, very accessible. Exhaling, the hands close. Inhaling, open. Nice. Beautiful. Keep that going. Reach with the fingertips. Reach towards the sky. Reach behind you. Nice. Let's do 2 more here. All right. So 2. Going at your own pace, in your own time. And then as we come into this second opening, go ahead and leave the right arm on the earth. Bring the head into a comfortable position and surrender. Right? Surrendering into this. Nice open chest, right? Front of the chest is open. Beautiful. Nice deep breathing. Roll those palms down onto the earth. Go ahead and bring the knees up through center and come over onto the right side, bringing the left arm with you. Again, knees are bent as if you're sitting in a chair, arms extended, fingertips stacked. Inhale the left arm up and over. Allow the head to follow the fingertips. Exhale together. Beautiful. Again. Inhale, up and over. Nice. Exhale together. Keep it going. Feeling nice and fluid. Reaching the fingertips towards the sky. Let's do 2 more. Up and over. Nice. Reach, reach, reach. And then the second time as we come up and over, we're going to leave the left arm on the earth. We're going to bring the head back into a comfortable position, and we're going to breathe here. So nice deep breaths. Releasing the left arm, surrendering into the earth. Beautiful. Go ahead and roll those palms down. And go ahead and bring the knees back up to center. Feet are on that blanket for a moment, right? Arms are out to the side. Go ahead and roll the palms up. Let's bring the feet sole to sole one more time and breathe here. And just notice if there's a difference, right? And the answers are yes, no, and I don't know, right? There's no right or wrong answer. It's just, can we take a moment to notice what moves through the body, if anything, right? Can we, are we successful in releasing some of the emotions that we just don't want to carry around right now? Nice. Go ahead and bring the arms a little closer. Bring the knees up to center. Move that towel or blanket off the mat. Bring the feet back onto the mat for a moment and pause. And then push the shoulders back into the earth and then release. Go ahead and place your fingertips on your collarbones as we do this. All right, let's push the shoulders down and then release. Oh, and notice what happens. Again, push, 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 right? Push the shoulders down. Notice how the collarbones move, and notice how they move when you release that. So just play with that a couple more times. Nice. Go ahead and release the hands back down next to the body. We're going to do the same kind of thing with the low back. So we're going to push the low back down. So the pelvis is going to tilt up a little bit, but really we're just trying to connect the low back and then release. Again, pushing down. So what we're trying to do is find a slightly more neutral position with the body. Release the low back. Let's do that 2 more times. Push down. And then release. Nice, beautiful. Last time, push it down and then release. And just notice now as you release if that low back is perhaps a tad heavier. All right, let's locate our straps. So if you don't have a strap, a scarf, a belt, all right, something like that will work. All right. So go ahead and grab that. We're going to start, let's start with the right leg. So we'll bring the right knee in. We're going to place the strap around the ball of the right foot. All right. We're going to keep that right glute on the earth. All right, and let's bend and straighten the right leg a few times. So just bending and straightening. Nice. And I like to do this with my foot flexed. All right, so heel is reaching towards the ceiling. We'll do it a couple more times, right? So let's just do 3, 2, 1. And now let's hold the stretch. Now, the tendency is to grab onto your strap or your belt and pull as hard as possible. Let's not do that. Let's keep the right glute on the earth. Keep the shoulders on the earth. Hands are kind, right? Maybe even bringing your hands to your leg as opposed to the strap and gently encouraging some movement here, right? You're in charge. I'm just your guide. Breathing. And as you lay in this position for a moment, like obviously there's a little stretch going on in the back of the leg, right? The Achilles, the calf, the knee, the hamstring. Can you let the glute get a little heavy? Can you let that low back get a little heavy? Maybe even push the low back onto the earth. Just bring some awareness there. All right. Let's go ahead and drop the right leg out to the right. And you can use that strap to hold the leg up a little bit if she doesn't want to come all the way to the earth. And we're going to let that left knee drop out to the left a little. All right, breathing into this. And then gently, so slowly, tenderly, kindly straighten the left leg while it's rotated out to the left. So there might be a lot going on here, right? There's that stretch in the inner right thigh. There's this stretch at the front of the left hip. And I don't know about you, but I always have this slight resistance to my left leg releasing completely, right? Like there's just this feeling of, if I let go, just not quite sure. So I have to really sort of concentrate on it for that to happen. And then when it happens, it's fabulous. So see if you can just let it go. And if, anytime, if anything I'm saying doesn't make any sense, don't worry about it. Deep breathing. All right. We're going to bring that right leg up towards the sky, and we're going to bring it all the way across the body, onto the floor, if that works for you. Right arm stays behind, head in a comfortable position, whatever that means, and breathe. Nice. Go ahead and bring that right leg back up towards the sky. And we'll take the strap off, shake that right leg out a little bit, and go ahead and extend the right leg onto the earth. And just take a moment to notice, right? Just notice the difference between the right side and the left side. Notice how the breath feels, how the body feels. Beautiful. Let's bend one knee and then the other. Bring that left knee in. We'll place the strap around the ball of the left foot. Again, we're going to flex that left leg. We're going to let the left glute stay heavy on the earth. And we're going to bend and straighten the left leg. So bending and straightening, all right? Again, left foot is flexed. And let's do this 3 more times, 2 more times, a last one, and we're going to hold the stretch. Again, we're going to be gentle with the hands. Maybe we bring the hands to the leg. We're going to flex that foot, really point those toes down towards the face, heel is towards the sky, nice deep breaths here, and breathe. Let the left glute stay heavy, and just notice, right? Like notice what's going on. There's tension at the back of the leg. But is there tension anywhere else? There shouldn't be. And if there is, can you let it go? Nice, beautiful breathing. And then go ahead and gently drop the left leg out to the left. It doesn't want to come down onto the floor. You can use that strap to hold it up. It's a little nicer if it can come down onto the floor though. Right knee drops out to the right. So there's this nice open thing happening here. And then gently start to straighten the right leg onto the earth and release there. Sometimes I like to take my hand and just bring it to the front of the right hip and breathe into this. Nice deep breaths. Again, surrendering that right leg, right? Like just surrendering into the earth completely. Beautiful. Let's inhale the right leg up, exhale all the way across the body. Left arm can stay behind, head's in a comfortable position, whatever that means, and breathe. So nice deep breathing in a twist. Right, there's this little squeezy thing going on with the internal organs. Nice. Go ahead and lift that left leg back up towards the sky. Take the strap off, shake the left leg out, and go ahead and release the left leg down onto the earth and breathe into this. And so, back into this sort of beginning pose that we have with the arms down, palms up, shoulders softened. How is the breath? Like, is the breath a little better? Right? Is it a little deeper? Just noticing. Noticing the effect of your practice. Okay. Let's bend one knee and then the other, bringing the feet back onto the earth. Let's go ahead and bring one knee into the chest and then the other. Let's rock it out a little side to side. All right, nice. Let's bring the hands underneath the knees and rock forward and back. If this is not your thing, just come on up. I'm going to rock a few times. I kind of like this on my spine. I feel like it's like a little massage from tailbone to head. Couple more times. And then we'll come on up. And let's make our way to a standing pose for a moment. Take one of your blankets before you do that and just bring it to the center of your mat so that we can cushion the knees a little bit. But let's just come up into a standing position for a moment. All right. Let's shake it out a little bit. And then we're going to shake it out just a little bit more. So we're going to start with the right hand, okay? And we're going to shake the right hand. Shake like the hand, the wrist. I don't know about you, but I've been spending a lot of time at the computer. And then I'm going to lean forward a little bit and I'm going to start to shake the arm, like the whole arm. Just shake it out. And I know you're thinking, oh, it's so wiggly. There's stuff shaking that I don't want to be shaking, but just let it shake, right? You're at home, you're in your living room, your bedroom. Nobody knows. Nobody can see. Couple more times. Really rigorous. Just shake, 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 shake. All right. Gently come back up to a standing position and just notice the difference between the right arm, wrist, hand, and the left. Is that significant? And for me, that is significant. My right arm feels longer. My wrist feels less, tensiony, less jammed in. All right. Let's do the same thing on the left side. So again, we're going to start with the hand, the wrist, right? We're going to shake, 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 shake. And then we're going to start to bring it into the arm. All right, bend over. Let the arm get heavy and just shake it, right? Really shaking, shaking, shaking. Really nice and rigorous. Shake, 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 shake. Nice. Oh, so good. And then go ahead and stand back up. And just breathe into that for a moment. So kind of interesting, right? In yoga, the rumor is that the hands are the motor organ of the heart. And so part of what we're trying to do here is to release some of the grip in the hands, right? To just open up some of that heart energy. And so just relax the hands, right? Stand here for a moment. And then ever so gently, go ahead and bend the elbows. Bring the hands in front of you. So in this nice sort of open, receptive, soft quality, close your eyes and notice if you feel this compulsion to sort of bring the hands towards each other. And as you do that, can you become aware of the energy between your hands? Like that prana. And just notice, right? Notice if you feel that. All right, go ahead and release the hands down. Nice, beautiful. Let's roll the shoulders up and back and down. Again, up and back and down. One more time, up and back and down. Super. All right, come to the front of your mat. All right, stand in Tadasana for a moment. We'll just move through a little flow sequence. So go ahead and bring the hands together in front of the heart. Inhale. Exhale, push the air down. Inhale, lift up. As you exhale, we're actually going to bend the knees. We're going to drop the chest onto the thighs, hands down to the floor, top of the head towards the earth. Inhale, straighten the legs, lift the heart. Exhale, fold it on down. Inhale, arms out to the side, up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, push the air down. All right, really tuning into the prana. Inhale, lift it up. Look towards the sky. Reach, reach, reach. As we exhale, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to bring the chest to the thighs. Arms come down. Inhale, lift the heart. You can straighten the legs. Now, as we exhale, we're going to drop the hands. And let's take the left foot back. Bring the left knee down. All right. Walk that right foot forward a little bit so you have a nice wide stance. And let's just rock a little. All right, just rocking into that. Most of the weight can be on the legs, not the hands. We want to be really kind with the hands here. Nice. And then let's drop the hips forward. Now, some of you might be perfectly comfortable here. Some of you might like to bring the torso up. We're keeping the hips forward. Notice that my legs didn't move, right? All I did was bring my arms up to my thigh, my right thigh, and then lift up a little bit. Nice. Beautiful. Breathing here. Sink the hips down. All right, if you brought the hands down, go ahead and bring the hands back to the earth. All right? Palms on the earth. Tuck the left toes under. Come back into that lunge. Let's bring that right foot back. Coming into plank for a moment. Go ahead, release it down onto the earth. Nice and slow. Top of the feet on the earth. Inhale up. All right, sort of into upward dog. Go ahead and tuck the toes under. Let's come into downward dog. Step the right foot forward again. Let's step the left foot forward. Come into the fold. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands towards the heart. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, lift it up. As we exhale, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to drop the chest onto the thighs. Bring the hands down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, as we fold, we're going to plant the hands. And this time we're going to step the left leg. Oh, did we step the left leg back before we did? Step the right leg back. Sorry. I always do the right leg first. So drop the right knee. Walk the left foot forward a little bit. And let's just rock a little. Rocking here, right? Forward and back. Nice. Again, most of my weight is on my legs, right? My hands are just stabilizers here. And then go ahead and drop those hips forward. You might be comfortable right here, or you might like to come up, right? And breathe. And just breathe. Oh, sink those hips down. Nice. Go ahead and bring the hands back down onto the earth. Tuck the right toes under. Lift that right knee up. Bring that left leg back. All right, into this nice little plank pose. Go ahead, come on down, nice and slow. Oh, top of the feet on the earth. Lift up, lift the chest up. All right, maybe the hips come up a little bit too. Let's breathe here for a moment. Drop the shoulders. So maybe we rock a little bit here, side to side. I always find that kind of nice. All right. Nice. Coming back to center. All right. Let's tuck the toes under. Let's bring it into downward dog. Let's hang out here for a moment. Just bend one knee and then the other. Go ahead and step that left foot forward. Step the right foot forward. Come into that fold. Go ahead and inhale the arms back up towards the sky. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, lift it up. Again, as we exhale, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to fold onto the chest. Hands come down to the earth. Inhale to a flat back. This time as we exhale, we're going to plant the hands. We're going to bring the right knee to the earth, and then we're going to bring the left knee to the earth. So we're going to come into this table pose, all right? And let's just bring it back into child's pose for a moment. So just sinking in here a little bit. Maybe the knees come apart, right? Big toes touch. Heels, booty comes down onto the heels, belly comes down, forehead comes down, and breathe. Nice. All right, go ahead and come back to center. So we're in this nice kind of centered table pose. And what we're going to do here is we're going to bring the right hand in front of the face, right? So it's a little bit more towards center. Right knee is under the right hip. We're going to extend the left leg onto the earth, and we're going to roll over onto the inside of the left foot, lift the left arm, all right? So kind of a modified half moon pose. And just breathing here for a moment, right? And as you breathe here, can you bring that left arm back a little bit? Opening the chest, right? Lifting. Let's bring the left arm overhead. Oh, just feel this length along the left side of the body. All the way from the left foot to the left fingertips. Nice. Breathing into this. Super. Go ahead and bring the left hand back to the earth. Bend that left knee. We're going to come on to the other side. So left hand comes underneath the face. We're going to extend the right leg. We're going to roll over onto the inside of the right foot. And we're going to lift the right arm up. And we're going to breathe here for a moment. Again, we're going to drop that right arm back a little bit, opening up the chest. And then we're going to float the right arm over the head and breathe. So just feeling, if you really reach those right fingertips away and feel this stretch all the way down into the right foot. Nice. Go ahead and drop the right hand back down onto the earth. Take that left hand under the left shoulder. Bring the right knee in. All right. Let's just sit back for a moment on the knees, on the heels, and just breathe here. Okay. Shake the hands out a little. All right, we kind of created maybe some tension in those wrists again. We'll just do a little bit of cat-cow, so just coming back. Actually, you know what? Let's do it seated. I feel like I don't want to do any more on the hands. So let's come into a comfortable seated position. So it's kind of nice to take that blanket that we rolled up and had under our knees and bring it underneath our bottoms, just to give us a little bit of height. And so here I would say to sit comfortably. And for some people, that is sitting on the heels, right? For some people, might have like one of the legs out in front. Like it doesn't really matter, right? I just want you comfortable, okay? So find that comfortable spot wherever that is, right? And hands are relaxed. Just bring the palms up for a moment. Lift the shoulders, bring the shoulders back, and then drop them down. Nice. And just keep them there. So that front of that chest is open. Collarbones are wide. Shoulder blades are softened and drop down the back. Relax the jaw. Great. Now roll those palms over and bring them somewhere around the knees, the shins, right? Somewhere where you can just we're going to round the back a little bit. So we're going to drop the back, we're going to round the back, drop the chin, and then we're going to lift the chin and the chest, open up. So we're opening in the back, and then we're opening in the front of the chest. All right, so think about that. And the breath is up to you, right? You be comfortable with the breath, whatever that means. For me, it's an inhale as I round, it's an exhale as I arch. You decide. Nice. Next time we're in a rounded position, let's come into a circular motion. Again, if you're on your knees, you can still do this, right? Nice circular motion. Bring the shoulders into it. Bring the shoulders forward and back as you circle around the waist. And as you do this, close your eyes for a moment and see if you can tune into the rib cage. Like, can you feel the rib basket moving over the waist? Next time you're in a rounded position, reverse your circle, going in the opposite direction. Nice. Again, closing the eyes, tuning into the rib basket. Can you feel it move over the waist? Slow it down. Enjoy this. Nice. And then gently come back to center and pause. Bring the arms out to the side and lift the arms. All right. Let's lift the fingertips up towards the sky. Okay. And what's kind of useful here sometimes is to sort of bend the elbows and then extend the arms leading with the heels, right? So it's kind of like the heel of the hands. It's kind of like we do the same thing when we're doing that hamstring stretch, right? Only we're doing this with the arms. So we're pulling the fingertips towards the head, right? At the same time, we're extending the arms out. Now, as you do this, can you tune into that heart center in the back of the body as well as the front? All right. Making sure the shoulders are back and down. And then go ahead and rotate those hands so the fingers are behind you. Maybe the fingers come down to the earth. And maybe they come back up towards the sky. Let's do that rotation one more time. Just bring the fingertips behind you. Bring them down towards the earth. Oh, feel that? Nice. Back up towards the sky. Go ahead and bend the elbows. Relax the hands. Bring the hands so that they're facing in again. Lift the shoulders up. Bring them back. Drop them down. All right. Close the eyes. Tune into the palms. If it feels appropriate, start to bring those palms together again. Like right to the point where you feel the energy between your hands. I have a teacher who talks about fluffing the prana, right? Like then just gently sort of fluffing that. Gently release the hands onto the legs, palms up, and breathe. And then just taking a moment to notice the internal landscape, right? Pretty much what we're focusing on is between the belly button and the throat, right? Like, what does that feel like? Go ahead and drop the left hand down onto the earth. All right, drop that left shoulder, bend the left elbow, lift the right arm up. Sweep that arm in front of you all the way back up towards the sky. Again, nice sweeping motion. Reverse the circle, go in the opposite direction. Nice and slow and gentle. We're not trying to accomplish anything, right? We're moving, we're lubricating the joints. Eventually letting that right arm find the earth, bend the right elbow, drop the right shoulder, lift the left arm up, drop the left arm, circle around in front of the face. Head's in a comfortable position, right? Again, whatever that means for you. Reverse the circle, going the opposite direction. Nice. Letting the left arm find the earth again. And just pause. Let the shoulders get a little heavy. Right? Breathing into that. Okay, let's bend our knees. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. If you're up on that blanket, go ahead and move it so that you're flat on your mat. All right? And you got a couple options here. So you can bring your hands so that your fingertips are facing away from the body. All right? We're just going to open the chest a little bit. So that might be good for most of us. Some of you might find it interesting to bring the fingertips facing the body and do the same thing. We're just lifting up the chest, kind of squeezing the shoulder blades together and down. Okay, so you have options with your hands, right? Like, and really, like, tune into that. Do what's best for you. So sometimes my wrists are a little sensitive, and that bringing the fingertips towards the booty is not so comfortable. And taking the fingertips away might feel a little yummier. And the other option we have is the head, right? So some of us, tucking the head is going to be like right where we're going to stay. We're just going to stay here. Some of us might like to lift the eyes and the chin ever so slowly, and maybe we even start to drop the head back a little. But again, you have to decide what's best for you. Don't look at, sideways when you're lifting, all right? Make sure you're facing forward. And just deciding what works for you. Breathing into this. Keep the arms active. Front of the chest is pushed out. Nice. If you lifted the head back, go ahead and gently bring the eyes back to center. Gently tuck the chin in. Gently bring the weight forward off the hands. Let's bring the hands in front of the body and let's shake them out a little bit. All right, again, shake, shake, shake. Shake the whole arm. Like really feel that shake. All right, go ahead and bring the legs in front of you and shake them out a little bit. All right, again, so shaking out the legs. Good. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do one more sort of passive opening on the back. Right. So because we all have materials, this can be a little challenging. But what I'd like you to do is take your towel or your blanket and create a little bit of a bolster. All right. Now, if you have like a bolster like this, or even the large bolster, you can use that, right, like this one, you can use that and play with it, okay? So I'm going to give you a little bit of time here to decide what is going to be most useful for you. But what we're going to do is we're going to place that bolster. I'm going to open up my other blanket just to give me some softness here. We're going to place that bolster that we've created pretty much at the shoulder blades, okay? And we're going to bend the knees, all right, to start. And we're going to bring the arms up overhead. Oh, so it's like, if you think of this as the heart chakra, right, at the breastbone, right? Imagine we want this at the back of that, all right? So taking a moment to find that spot for you. We're going to bring the arms up overhead in that sort of cactus or victory pose. So elbows are bent, elbows are slightly higher than the shoulders. Now, for the legs, I want you to get comfortable. So right here could be that spot. For me, crossing the legs here is what works the best. You might want to extend your legs. And again, you can take a moment to figure it out. There's no rush. And as you breathe here, what you might become aware of is sort of the top of the rib basket. Maybe even, the heart chakra sort of lifting, the heart area lifting. You might feel the shoulder blades pressing against your bolster on the inhale and then relaxing on the exhale. But I want you to close your eyes. I want you to relax your jaw, your face, your throat. Let your arms get heavy. And breathe. And I'll tell you, this is not like 100% comfortable, right? I'm going to get it, right? We're really kind of opening up an area that, we sort of protect a lot and is not necessarily, open. So it's not like this is the most comfortable pose in the world. But we want to breathe here. We want to stay here long enough to affect the soft tissue, which in turn affects the structure, which affects the flow of energy. Nice, beautiful breathing. All right, ever so gently, we're going to bring the hands down to the belly. Ever so gently, we're going to roll over to the right side. We're going to maybe lift up a little bit and push that homemade bolster off the mat. We're going to come flat. We're going to extend the legs. Arms are down, palms are facing up, and we're going to breathe here for a moment. Deep diaphragmatic breathing, feeling a tension in that heart center. Right? How does it feel? Are you aware of a sense of opening? Can you feel the energy flowing freely through your body? Is the emotional state of your being different than it was when we first laid down. Is there a sense of lightness? I want you to take a moment and tune in to an unconditional love. All right? So imagine a being for which you feel unconditional love. This is usually a small child or an animal. Right? Not your boyfriend, your husband, your girlfriend, your kids, your mom, your sister. No. No. Uncomplicated love. An uncomplicated love. And if you don't have a small child or an animal in your life, picture a golden retriever puppy or a little kitten. And notice what that does to the cells in your being. First of all, does it bring a little smile to your face? And then do you feel this sort of bubbly happiness in your cells? Our thoughts are very, very powerful. And as you gently release the image of that being, that uncomplicated, unconditional love, and we just come back and focus on the body for a moment. Focus on the energy. Taking a moment to appreciate the fact that we can change the way we feel. Right? Yoga gives us the tools to change the way we feel. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And feeling that sense of grace within. Allowing that sense of well-being to spread out from you. And imagine it, filling the room that you're in. Imagine sending that sense of well-being out into your neighborhood. imagine that sense of well-being enveloping those you care about, your town, your city, your state, our country, our world, our planet. Feeling that energy flow through you, from you, out into the world. And then very gently, coming back into the body. Bringing your awareness back into this room. Wiggling the fingers and toes. Deepening the breath a little bit. Just coming back into that breath. Rolling over onto the left side of the body. Bending the knees. And just hugging this feeling to you for a moment longer. And then using that right hand to gently push yourselves up into a comfortable seated position. And just take a moment to savor the energy that you generated within your body, right? That you generated within the space surrounding you. Imagine that as we open that heart center, that heart chakra, that like we're radiating compassion, acceptance, peace. And we'll bring the hands into a mudra where the thumb and the index finger are gently touching, like the top of the thumb and the top of the index finger are gently touching. The other three fingers are straight, all right? Hands on the knees. Lift the shoulders up, roll them back, and drop them down. Nice. Gently allow the palms to find each other, thumbs in front of the sternum, bowing the head in gratitude. Namaste. I wish you light and happiness. I thank you for sharing your practice with me. I hope that heart stays open and clear and compassionate and loving. Thank you. Right? Okay. Have a good evening.